And now the end is near, and so we face the final countdown. I'm pretty sure that's not the words. Yeah, I've definitely just butchered that. Well, it is our final morning in Bali. I'm getting picked up in approximately 35 minutes. I'm going to be taking you along with me through my now 37-hour travel home. It's not 37 hours of flying, thankfully, but they brought my first flight forward by 3 hours. I was meant to not leave until 1 PM today. They brought it forward to 10 AM. Not a terrible thing, but it does mean that at the second airport, Jakarta, it does now mean that I've got 6.5 hours there. 8.5 hour flight to Doha in Qatar, which is pretty cool. And then we've got 2 hours there, which is fine. And then off to Edinburgh. So yeah, when you break it down like that, it doesn't seem like that long, but then you realise, oh, in Bali time, it's 6 AM just now, and I will arrive home tomorrow at 2 PM Bali time, which is madness. But yeah, it's been a mad few months here. It's been a crazy experience. But good part of me is excited to get back to Scotland. Not just Scotland, more so the structure and routine, but the actual Scotland itself is not that thrilling. But I've personally found it hard to have routine and proper structure here as I would like. So yeah, but plan of action right now, I need to quickly go and just zip up the case, get the door shut and all that, and then I'm going to walk to the shops and get a little bit of quick cereal, and then I'm getting picked up by my lovely driver Nengus at 7 AM. So without further ado, let's get to bonny old Scotland.
See you in June.
See you soon. I'll see you soon. And so here we are. We are in Jakarta Airport. That's a complete lie. We're going to Jakarta. We're in Denpasar Airport just now, just trying to find the actual departure bit. I wasn't in this area last time. I've only been in the international bit, and I'm now in the domestic bit. So I need to go and check in my bag, go and find. I say somewhere for breakfast. I'm not actually that hungry. I just had a little bit of cereal, and then yeah, we'll go and chill for a bit, and then the flight's in about 2.5 hours. So we've timed it quite well, actually. That was actually one of the soundest flights ever, honestly. When I got on, I had my laptop, I was as you would have seen Football Manager, and for some reason it just wasn't loading. And on top of that, my Spotify logged me out this morning, and then when I logged in, all the songs that I've downloaded to my phone to listen to offline were not working. So I was like, what the fuck am I going to do for the next hour and a half? But I ended up being able to play Football Manager, which was pretty sound. Got some free Pringles and juice, which was also nice. But yeah, so a little bit confused trying to find my way around this place just now. I need to try and find, well, I said I need to find the check-in desk. I doubt I'm going to be able to check into my flight just now because it's not for another fucking 6.5 hours. But at least if I know where I am, then at least I can, you know, ideally check in my bag and then have a little walk around, because as you can see, seems like there's quite a few places, you know, to eat and that. The time here is currently, well, it's 11:46 in Jakarta time, but that's an hour behind my time where I've been back in Bali. So it's actually 1:45, and I've been up since 5, so I'll be ready for lunch pretty fucking soon. So get some nice scran. Had a really nice breakfast. I only had a few of the Pringles, so I'm not really just going to eat shit because it's the airport. Let's go and have a little fucking wander. This is massive, wow. And this is lunch. Basically chicken skin, God knows what that is. Rice, there's a poached egg here somewhere, and then this, again, don't really know what it is. It's meat and rice, that's all I know. Trust me to have some fucking fanny about with my flight. Basically, I'm on a connecting thing, so I'm flying with an airline, but I had to book it through separate things. Basically, long story short, the airline who my booking is with is not the airline who I'm flying with, which makes no sense. So basically, the airline who I'm flying with is Qatar Airways, but the plane I'm flying with is Garuda Indonesia, and they've both got a flight going to Doha at the same time. And I've been sat next to the gate at the Qatar Airways one for the last hour, only to realise that I'm at the wrong one. So I'm now fucking rushing to actually try and make my one before the boarding shuts. So that's great. So we've just been delayed because of missiles. Yeah, you heard me right. Missiles in the US on Iran. Sorry, the other way around. This is absolutely outrageous. I can't actually believe this. So basically, Iran have shot down a US base in Kuwait and Qatar. Qatar, where I'm flying to. So Doha in Qatar, where I'm meant to be flying to just now, has shut their airport completely in and out, which has delayed my flight. So I don't know what's happening. But I've actually met a guy from Scotland as well, so I've got a bit of a airport pal, which is making it a bit easier, a bit more comfortable. But yeah, it's weird. I'm not worried because I'm in the safest place I can be, but it's just a bit, I'm very, very unsure as to what's actually happening. But as a bit of a reward for, you know, the trauma that I'm going through, I am going to get a Burger King. Why not? Well, that is our flight officially cancelled. Oh, fucking hell, man. We're going to have to go back to check-in, get our bags back. We've got to book another flight. I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight. This is turning into the stuff of fucking nightmares. Oh, good morning. How are we doing? Oh, I'm so tired. It's now 8 AM local time at the airport. It's just been the most mad fucking night. Luckily, there's like an inter-airport hotel, and obviously they wouldn't let us stay in there for free, sadly, but they were letting you use some of their shower facilities, so I've been able to have a shower, which is really, really handy. So at least I feel a tiny bit less fucking disgusting, but just mad what I'm seeing online of everything going on. Really sad, really sad. You know, I'm frustrated at the position that I'm in, obviously, but you know, there's people that have, people that have lost their lives, and you know, people in Dubai and Qatar who are legitimately in the middle of a missile zone. So yeah, I've got to count myself lucky. I'm fortunate to be in that position. So having a coffee just now, a nice little latte to try and wake myself up a little bit, and then sit down for a bit. Not that that's not what I've been doing for the last fucking 12 hours. And then go and get a bit of breakfast in a while. Basically, the plan of action. Obviously, I want to get home. Of course I do. I want to get home at the soonest possible opportunity, but obviously safety comes first. Tonight, there is a flight that goes from here at 6 PM to Edinburgh via Hamad, which is the south of Qatar, or south of Doha. Now, Hamad International Airport and Doha International Airport are both in Qatar. They're both shut right now. However, they're going to be basically announcing at 1 PM, like my time, what's happening, because they've got to wait until the Qatar Air Police say if it's safe to fly or not. So if they say that, it's good, because the issue isn't getting from here to Hamad. That's the fine part. It's more so the fact that you just don't want to get them fucking stranded in Hamad or Qatar in general. So if that goes ahead, then I might actually be able to get home. Well, I say get home tonight. I'll be able to leave tonight, and then I'll be able to get home by tomorrow. And then if not, probably just gonna end up going back to Bali, which I've just had the most incredible few months there. But then I've got my mindset, I'm going home. I want to go home. So yeah, one of those things that's oh god, what a mad 24 hours. It's actually a fairly sizable airport. It's pretty big, especially my terminal, which is only one terminal, but holy shit, I have done this walk. I mean, I've done a lot of steps. It's definitely the most active in an airport I've ever been. Nutrition, actually, do you know what? Not even from a fitness perspective, but it's actually not been... I've not been giving a fuck about calories and all that shit. I've genuinely just been trying to get a bit of veg and fruit. That's how fucked my brain is. A bit of veg and fruit in there with some protein in my meals. So yesterday I had teriyaki chicken and eggs for my breakfast. I had a KFC chicken and rice for my lunch, which was actually okay. Not KFC, sorry, Burger King chicken and rice, but the chicken just doesn't hit the same as KFC. And then what did I have for dinner? Some teriyaki beef, and then I ended up having a fucking ice cream as well. So one of those things. So I'm looking for some breakfast just now, but obviously speaking, it's a lot of Indonesian places. I just want somewhere that sells me like eggs on toast, literally. Eggs on toast with a bit of salmon or something, that would be absolutely to die for right now. I've got my crossword, so let's go see what we can find. Oh, those cookies will be good. So I found this place, and I seen on the board thing outside their menu that they do porridge. Oh, that's good, I'll have a look. Right, what? I mean, first of all, what the fuck's fish and chicken porridge? Second of all, sold out. Fucking sold out. Who the fuck's buying fish porridge? I am very, very, very impressed with this. So this is chicken thigh, potatoes and veg, and a caramel macchiato. It's about 450 calories and about 30 grams of protein. I'm very, 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 very impressed with this. And no shocking turn of events, absolutely no surprise, I'm still here. I'm still in the airport. We're now arrived here at 9 AM yesterday. It's now 6 PM here, so that's 9 hours. So yeah, we're now at 34 hours in this airport, which is absolutely fucking mental. Today's in a really weird way, just went by really, really quickly. Everybody's looking at me funny right now. The airport is heaving busy. But yeah, today's literally just been, was waiting to hear back about the flights, all cancelled through to tomorrow. And now the flight prices are starting to go through the absolute roof. So basically it's either going to be, tomorrow I'm either going to be going to Bali, back to Bali, or I'm going to be going home tomorrow. One of those two is definitely happening tomorrow because I'm not spending a third day in Jakarta Airport. That is not happening. That's not happening. So we're off to get a bit of dinner just now. I'm going to give my grandpa a call. I was on the phone to my mum there just ranting, really. I'm not even like raging angry there, I'm just frustrated. It's almost like when you've been unwell for a while and you were really pissed off about being unwell, but now you're just a bit like, I just want it to be over, and that's how I feel about this. But again, I am thankful that it could be a lot worse. So yeah, let's go and get some food just now to try and cheer me up a little bit. If there's been any silver lining about being stuck here, it's that it is the best airport food I have ever seen in my life. Not all, but this is another macro chat. This is the giant. So it is steak, mash, sweet corn, green beans, whatever that yellow brown thing is on top of my steak, rice, and then we got teriyaki sauce and barbecue sauce. Let's get tucked in. This looks very, very good. I'm very hungry. I'm still here. It is now Monday morning. I arrived at this airport on Saturday morning. Wow, that is unbelievable. Jesus. Basically, definitely today, I'm not going to be finishing the day in this airport, basically. Either, well, I've got to wait until 1 PM to see what the airspace is, because that's what I'm waiting on for everything, but I'll either be out of here at some point today on a flight back to Scotland via some route, or I'll be on a flight back to Bali. Yeah, it's just a shit situation. Again, I keep reiterating the fact that I know that there's people in a lot worse situation than me, of course there is. I'm not taking that away at all. I'm just saying it is a frustrating situation, but sat down to some breakfast just now, and have a look at this breakfast. This is a cheesy omelette with an egg and chicken. So chicken there, egg, omelette, rice, and then this is meant to be their brown sauce. The fuck knows what this is. Actually, let's try it. It's a peppercorn sauce. I love a little almond croissant, especially when it's hot. We are back home. The rest of the footage actually got a bit corrupted on my iPhone and my laptop, which was very frustrating. But essentially, we ended up getting a flight Monday evening at about 6 PM back to Bali, so I'm back here now. It's about a day later. It's been like, I can't explain to you how stressful it's been trying to get a flight home, because like I was saying to you on the video, the prices were starting to get a little bit expensive, and then they got really expensive. So I have got a flight home next Tuesday. It's cost a lot more money than it ever should have, but look, it's one of those things. So we are going to be going home next Tuesday, but it's been such a mad weekend. So that equated as I arrived there 9 AM on Saturday morning, and I left at 6 PM Monday evening, which would make it 48, 51, 57 hours in an airport. Like, it's been, I don't know how many more videos being stuck in the airport I'll ever upload again, but you know what? It's been an experience. I shall speak to you later on.